South Bend community members are angry and are demanding answers following the deadly shooting of Eric Logan by Officer Ryan O'Neill. Mayor Pete Buttigieg taking time off his presidential campaign to come home to deal with the aftermath. And joining me live this morning to talk about what's next for Mayor Pete Buttigieg is local political expert Jack Colwell. Jack, thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
The first question I have for you is along the lines of Mayor Pete's political future in the near future. So we're talking about the debate stage this week in Miami, Florida. After all the local backlash that he's facing here and from the town hall yesterday, should he even show up? Should he even make an appearance? Is it right for him to be there this week?
Oh, he has to. If he's going to continue running for president, he has to be involved in the debates. So if he doesn't, then he needs to just drop out of the presidential race. It's a must. He already has missed some events that were very important for him, some big fundraisers, and it's very important now to finish this quarter with an impressive total. I think he will have an impressive total, but not as impressive as it would have been if he was able to go to these big fundraisers in New York and in California. And also there's a big fish fry in South Carolina, a big must for African-American supporters. He had to cancel out on that. So the timing on this was just terrible for him. And there's no way that you could analyze it other than that it's harmful.
Mayor Pete is also being questioned about how he can unite the nation if there is so much division in his city alone, and also what the political implications this incident may be having moving forward. Let's take a listen to his answer.
I don't know if it's smart or not. I don't know if it's strategic or not. But it's my city. And I have a relationship with everybody in this city who looks to the city to keep them safe. And when somebody loses their life because of a civilian or because of an officer, and it's happening all over the country, but it's happening here, then I feel like it's my job to face it. I'm sick of these things being talked about in political terms, in theoretical terms. Like it's a show sometimes. It's people's lives.
Right or wrong, Mayor Pete is sticking up for his city. This is what he's invested in for the last 8 years.
Yes, and he certainly had to come back for the march and then for this town hall meeting. But now, if he's going to continue running for president, and he will, then he needs to go on, prepare for the debate, prepare for other campaign appearances. And if he can overcome this, if people can look at this and say, boy, he showed a lot of courage standing up at a meeting where people are shouting at him, calling him a liar, then maybe he can turn it in to some sort of a positive. It's still possible.
Do you think this is enough to hurt his campaign, in your opinion?
I think it has hurt him some. He had real momentum going into the debates. Now, a lot will depend on that debate on Thursday night. If he's on the defensive all the time about something that happened in his city that is viewed as negative, then that's not good for a debate. You don't want to be on the defensive. Now, he's going to have to defend a little bit, but he can't spend the whole time just defending an incident in his city.
How do you think he prepares for this debate?
Well, I think really he will do quite well because, as you know, he's very articulate, he's very smart, and most people thought this would be a shining moment for him, that this would put him up into one of the top tiers. Actually, he got into one of the top tiers before the debates. He was actually ahead of where they thought they would be at this time. Now, this is a difficult thing for him. It's slowed his momentum, I think. So he's got to now find a way with a really good debate performance to move ahead again, get that momentum back.
And we are, of course, following Mayor Pete Buttigieg all the way down to Miami. We'll have live team coverage of that debate coming up here this week on ABC 57 News. Jack Colwell, we really appreciate your time. Thanks so much for coming in. Political expert Jack Colwell joining us here on ABC 57 News this morning. It's 6:49. We'll be right back.